Yo, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back at it again with more of the Securement Silo hard mode. Next one on the list is EX1, and where that is, still like a little southwest of tall grass, and down here, if you get this little teleport tower, so right up here, and if you've been to ride and saddle, it's directly southeast. You can just hop on here, get this teleportation tower, make your way down here. I usually TP to this one and just drive all the way up. Um, I wouldn't be surprised if they take the same amount of distance, if you want to go to this one. Here we have it. This is also a deviant securement silo, but for this boss in particular, I do like shrapnel, and I will showcase it when we get there. This is a level 35 in normal, but you know what we here for, the hard modes. Same as last time, you gotta check those modifiers, see if you gotta worry about anything. If anything suspicious is gonna pop out on you, which we got deviant scourge, so suppression damage is 25%. You get that little extra damage, which we don't have, but I will show you there's a good reason for that, I can assure you. You have retaliation, after being attacked, they're gradually going to do more damage over 8 seconds. And mutation, which they take 90% damage in normal state and then 115% damage when affected. Yada 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 yada. Alright, then you can also, didn't say this in the last videos, but you can also hit this to see the modifiers for the next week. But yeah, let's go ahead and get in here. The mods for this are gonna be for mask, and let's do it. So I believe this is number 4. We got 2 more. One of which is Rosetta, and the other one which is also deviant. But here we are. This is one of the shortest ones actually, and we'll do the whole little, as normal. I'm not gonna do my little farm. But generally, I would just run past these guys, just to showcase everything that's in here. If it's your first time, if you've been a little hesitant about hard mode, just let you know it's a cakewalk. As I said previously, you don't need anything crazy. You don't need the best gear. You don't need the best in slide. You don't need anybody telling you what you should and shouldn't use. You just get in here, put in work. Ooh, little seasonal goal. Shows how much I've been backstabbing. You get to this little elevator, and pop it up. Generally, I would just run past all of these enemies, hop in here. They cannot go past this line, little invisible barrier, if you will. Just hit start again. They just stand there like, next time. They're not gonna get you next time either. We let this go down. Also same for here. I would generally just run past these guys and get to the next room, but we're gonna take them out. Because you gotta pop out and show them. So you can see there's not much that can be looted in the first little portion. And then here, we're gonna have a little door. And you see all these little deviants in the rooms, you see some around. Can't get to the next portion. You take out all these lads. So this is probably gonna be the longest part for you. Oh, excuse me. And once you take all these guys out, doors are gonna open. And there will be another elite. I believe it's a butcher that spawns out of that little blob right there. There he is. Gonna take him out. Not even give him a chance to get close. We are not a fan. Get a little access card from him. And run over here. Pop this bad boy open. Yeah. I'm here and get you some more loot. And you can look at the cameras. You're not really gonna see much, but you can look at the camera, see what's going on. Once you've done that, I believe there might be like some med kits on the walls in some of these. Maybe thinking of the stronghold, though, that has a similar room. It doesn't look like it. But X1 does not have like a sub boss like the previous silos that we've showed you, which is why this one's pretty straightforward. You can stomp on those little guys if you want to, but you don't got to. Let me make sure I'm full, get my steak intake. You're gonna come down here, and you got a whole little room full of stuff. Now, you don't have to fight anything in here if you don't want to. You can just go over here, shoot these, and it will, you know, very much speed up the process, but for the sake of, you know, showcasing you everything so you don't miss anything. I'm just gonna mow some stuff down in here. They stuck in here, you hate to see it. Big fella, he's usually in the other room, but once you break that part, you know, he'll decide to come out with his little bad man. This fighter trying to get in on the action. You know, all the doors open. Oh no. They jumping me. Unfortunately, they picked the wrong one. And again, you know, if you're low on supplies, or if you just don't want to waste ammo, like, you can just run past all of this. Like, doing this part right here is not mandatory. They're also just gonna keep spawning. You don't take out the little egg sack. As you see, they just fall over. More of them are gonna be coming back. Got the rest of these lads. That's pretty much it for this room. There is another one in that room. You know, like, even I was saying, there's not really, you know, worth it to do this. You know, I guess you got over here. There's nothing. I don't know. I don't feel like this is really worth it. Just a storage crate and like a med kit. Which I guess if you have the Stardust regulator, you know, you can, you know, hit the little med bag to try to get your refined detoxinants. But honestly, for how much ammo you're using, like I said, if you're not someone that has a bunch of ammo stockpiled, then I wouldn't even bother with this. I would just save all of your ammunition. Just get through here. You also don't even have to kill the Scorcher. You don't have to do this one in this room either. You can just run over here, jump off, hop right in the portal. If I remember correctly, there's not even a little hole in the wall like in the other room. Oh, kind of slowed me down. Yeah, so this is even more of a reason, you know, to just get past all of this. Is not really worth it. And then in the next portion, if you've seen Squid Game, we have to play a little game. Red light, green light. As you can see, light is green. It's gonna get yellow. Generally, when I get about here, I stop and open this, and the time is yellow. I just grab this, and I don't move. Because if you move, you see like that, you're gonna get frozen. Essentially, this is a giant little siren lamp head. You know, if you've ever played the kids game, red light, green light, I believe there's another chest behind that or up there that you can get as well. Oh, he pushed me through it. Let's see if we can go back. Just so we can, oh, we can't. Well, maybe it'll be certain there's another chest over there, but again. Hey, remember what I said I wanted to, use the shrapnel weapon for this part? This is why. The only way you're gonna do damage to this guy is by hitting those little lights. Just like the, or not just like it, but if you've done the world event Paradise Lost, you do fight a similar Emily, but you can do damage to them, just like shooting anyone in the body, except for this guy. As you can see, he's immune everywhere. Even these are immune. I can't move or I'll get frozen, but even these are immune. The only way you're gonna do damage is hitting these weak spots. As you can see, the shrapnel, especially the last Valor, it's gonna hit multiple of these with just me shooting one. Because it can't shrapnel to anywhere else. That's gonna do damage at least. You can see we are getting some immune parts, but just gotta worry about ads messing with your flow, getting all in your mix. You can't just throw out your deviant. have them put in some work. Then when it gets yellow, you know, the same thing is generally going to happen. Things a red light, green light, it will freeze you. And then these little, I'm trying to mark it on me. These little satellite dishes will shoot you with the laser beam. And they do ramp up. You know, depending on how tanky you are, you can stand in it and just take it. Would not recommend it, you know, because if both of those get a line of sight on you, it's gonna hurt. They're gonna light you up. It's not gonna be pretty. Wouldn't advise it. But that's pretty much SECUREMENT Silo EX1. As you can see, you can get the atomic lighter here. I believe there used to be another deviant in the beta that you could get. I'm having a hard time remembering what it was. Maybe it was the snail back then. I'm not entirely sure. That is what you get from this, but mainly a lot of people run this because you get mask mods. And if you're unaware, mask mods are extremely powerful for a multitude of different builds. If you're an unstable bomber, a lot of these are going to give you like significant increases to the abilities and the damage that they do. As you can see, for unstable bomber, you know, this one's doing more ultimate damage. For fast gunner, this is stacking up your fire rate. Let's see, for bounce, enemy above 50% health, the bullet's ultimate damage is 50%. For most wanted, every time an enemy is marked, 5% attack, they can stack up to 3 times. This is what a lot of people are going to be trying to do to get targeted strike. As you can see, when you're hitting a marked enemy, crit rate 10% and crit damage, so this is huge. This is an excellent mod to have. Same for the burn stuff, every stack of burn grants 3% PSI intensity. So a lot of these mods are really good. My least favorite is probably this one. You know, 300% damage with a guaranteed critical hit. That is big, but, you know, you could also just have shrapnel carnage. Weak spot hit, weight 100%. Shrapnel weak spot damage plus 25%. This is generally what I run. But, yeah, you're going to get a lot of goodies from this silo. So I would highly recommend it. If you've been saving your controllers, you know, for a silo where you're going to get the most bang for your buck, I would recommend using it here. But again, you do get a bunch of controllers over the weeks. You get controllers for doing the little events that pop up, and by those events I mean like the events with the red marks on the map, so the Disco, Paradise Lost, Operation Chiron, a few others. If you try to get those, you know, to the higher difficulties, Hero and Legend, you do get controllers, but they are on a cooldown of like 1 per day. So I would just make sure you're doing like all of the combat little global events so you can maximize your controller output on top of, you know, the ones you get from your commissions. Then we're gonna hit this here. As you see, I've got 110 because I've been doing mine. I think we had like 100 the other day. As you can see, we get 6,800. Got another shrapnel carnage. I know we got explosive shrapnel with violent, blaze amplifier with talents. We got 3 greens and a blue and 2 commons, a green and a blue, which isn't terrible. But as I said previously, once we get to the pro mode stuff, these are going to be guaranteed to have at least 1 purple subset on them right out the box. So you could get lucky, you could get like 2 purple subsets. That way when you're enhancing, you have a higher chance of getting everything like purple or gold. That'd be absolutely insane. I have not seen a full gold mod ever, I don't believe, so that would be very interesting. But yeah, that pretty much wraps up EX1. It's a pretty straightforward dungeon. You don't have to use nearly as much ammo as I did. Like in terms of loot from weapon crates and gear crates, there's not that many. For the portion before this, I would honestly just recommend, you know, running past, shooting the little blobs, and just jumping down into the portal, into the red light, green light room, and getting straight to the boss. Because you're going to get your most bang for your buck there, and there is no sub-boss. That wraps that up, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate y'all watching. Next one we're gonna do is, I believe it's Alpha, which should be up near where Operation Chiron is. Oh, a little to the left. Here we go. Oh, it's Psi. So we're gonna be heading to this one next. I will see you guys there in the next one. Appreciate y'all watching. Peace.